It's hard to believe today, but yes, the United States Navy and the City of New York built a wooden battleship in Union Square in New York City. Hello and welcome to Side History. Today we're going to talk about the USS Recruit and how this unique landlocked battleship both increased recruitment and trained sailors for the U.S. Navy during World War I. Also, if you enjoy the video and the channel content, please leave a like and subscribe. It really does help us out. Why build a landlocked wooden battleship in the middle of Manhattan? The United States was not prepared for the kind of war that was raging in Western Europe. Traditionally, the U.S. did not have a large standing military. To make the kind of impact that would win the war, it had to drastically increase the size of its armies and navies to fight alongside the English and the French against the Germans. The Selective Service Act of 1917 authorized the United States government to recruit and raise an army to fight in Europe. Specifically, it gave the U.S. government the authorization to set up a draft lottery for males between the age of 21 and 30. Men were required to register. Those selected would enter the draft by winning the lottery. By the end of the war, nearly 2.8 million men had been drafted into the services of the United States military. At the outbreak of the war, the U.S. Army was relatively small, consisting of around 100,000 men, with an additional 120,000 among the Guard and militias across the country. Despite the success of the national recruiting efforts, New York City struggled to meet its quotas. With a population of 6.5 million, it lagged well behind the goal of 2,000 recruits requested by the United States Navy. New York City's mayor, John P. Mitchell, came up with an innovative idea to increase the awareness and interest in the war to get the New Yorkers to volunteer. Teaming up with the U.S. Navy, Mitchell decided that the solution should be something grand and that the city had not seen before. New York City was going to construct a wooden battleship in the middle of Union Square. The $10,000 needed to build the wooden battleship came from the Mayor's Committee on National Defense. The design of the USS Recruit was roughly based on the USS Maine, the lead ship in a new type of pre-dreadnought battleships that were being built by the U.S. Navy. The wooden ship was 200 feet long and had a beam of 40 feet wide. Of course, it was unarmed for battle, but it had wooden replicas of each cannon, with 6 14-inch guns inside 3 twin turrets and 10 5-inch guns. The ship's twin masts were 50 feet tall, and it also included 2 18-foot smokestacks. To complete the design, there is also a main bridge and a conning tower. The USS Recruit was primarily built for recruiting, so it had multiple waiting rooms, physical exam rooms, and a full complement of doctors, officers, and sailors actually living aboard the vessel in separate quarters. The ship's crew maintained a routine similar to that on an ocean-going vessel. The wooden battleship had a complement of between 25 and 39 sailors in training, and it was commanded by Captain C.F. Pierce. Perhaps more importantly, the USS Recruit served as a great public relations tool as citizens were invited to the ship to learn about modern battleship designs that the Navy had only constructed a few years earlier. After 3 years of serving in Union Square, the USS Recruit was dismantled at the end of 1920, having recruited some 25,000 sailors into the U.S. Navy. The idea of a landlocked training ship would return after World War II. The United States Navy built another landlocked training ship in Port Loma, San Diego, in 1949. They gave that ship the same name, the USS Recruit. It was roughly the size of a Daily-class destroyer escort, and it had trained over 50,000 recruits a year. These ships provided fundamental training on shipboard life and procedures. The 1949 version was decommissioned in March of 1967, and was later reconstructed in 1982 as an Oliver Hazard Perry-class frigate. This version of the USS Recruit was decommissioned in 1997. The 1982 version of the USS Recruit is now managed by the State of California's Office of Historic Preservation at Liberty Station, Point Loma, San Diego. Thank you for watching, and if you want to see our latest videos when they come out, be sure and hit that subscribe button.